So we'll start over here, like your name,
Yeah.
where you come from, and the music, right?
Yes, greetings. My name is Jahumba Servant, the volcano trumpet, Qshan Deya, born Kellis Kwashi of the small little island 3 square miles south of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Union Island. So I'm Vincentian by birth. Merged into the reggae music from a tender age of 9 from a musically talented family. I started pursuing reggae music after the musical legacy of Bob Marley and the great Peter Tosh, Bonnie Will, and so on. Growing up listening to music as a youngster, I always had that urge to sing reggae music, and I continued practicing it in local concerts, Queen pageants, until I further migrated to the United States of America in 1996, where I professionally started recording in 1998 in one studio in Brooklyn called Living Room Studio, which my first single came about entitled Journey, which ended up being my debut album title for 2001, which featured artists like Richie Spice and Yami Bolo. It was a 12-track compilation, and I embarked upon a US tour in 2001, did 40 states with Anthony B. It was a successful tour, and then went back to the drawing board. I went to take vocal training to advance my vocal technique and my craft. And from then on, been growing from strength to strength. And I even met with some of my musical influences, people like Luciano, Bushman, and then I shared stage with Luciano at the Coney Island Qshan Park in 2002, where he called me his musical son. We do have that identical baritone, similarity. And then further, I went on to Jamaica, visiting Jamaica for the very first time, the 23rd of July, Haile Selassie birthday, and that was in 2002. Was brought there by a company called Kings of Kings, which was owned by Illiterate at the time. And then after migrating back to the United States after being in Jamaica for a little vacation, I love Jamaica, and I realized there's no way for you to merge into reggae music unless going to the root of it. And then I started visiting Jamaica, but while I even met with some great people who is the catalyst that helped me to be here today, which is Sharon Gordon and Mr. Carlisle, which is good people that helped me to grow from strength to strength. They even gave me an opportunity to be on the Reggae Culture Salute, I think it's 2006. Yeah, and that was at the Hammerstein Ballroom. I was among the great stars like the Luciano, the Still Pulse, and even Culture. At that time, Culture had passed, so it was like a tribute to the lead singer of the band Culture called Joseph Hill. And from that moment on, I realized it's my quest to continue on musically. And I went back to Jamaica and met with some renowned producers like Bobby Digital, who produced a single called Show Me the Love, which ended up turning #1 in New York in 2002 on one of the local stations called 1190 WLIB, 1190 AM. And after that, that gave me a lot of encouragement. I went on a second US tour with Kings of Kings, Louis Culture, Admiral Cadet, Norris Man, and that was also successful. Then went to do some shows in Canada, met up with Barris Hammond and all these celebrating acts in reggae, and never thought that I've reached the limit I need to reach, so I continued pursuing. And I went back to Jamaica on my own, saying that this is the moment for me to cement myself into the reggae culture. And being in Jamaica, I got an opportunity to be on the Rebel Salute, which is one of the most rated reggae shows in Jamaica that is held every year. And I performed on that show, and after performing on that show, it opened a lot of doors for me. I ended up getting the opportunity to be on the RE School Tour, where we go around to the 14 parishes, enlightening the youngsters about safe sex, which is abstinence makes sense, and it's never too late to pull it up, which is, protecting yourself from STDs. So I found myself being more on a quest. It was not for monetary gain, even though we know that in every material gain you must let your spiritual growth balance itself, and I continue growing from strength to strength, keep on recording, which I'm in the process of doing a new album which will be released in the fall entitled Love Governor Saul. From that album we released a track called Mama, which is paying our tribute to all the mothers in the four corners of the earth, you know, disregarding your color, creed, or your race. Just giving thanks to the mothers, because if there was no mothers, there would be no male, female, or anyone in the earth. So that song released in Jamaica May 5th of this year, and then it gave me other doors, it opened other doors for me, where I even got an opportunity to be among the nationals of Jamaica to participate in the yearly JCDC, which is the Jamaica Cultural Development Fund competition. It's a festival competition that has been held from way before I even think of singing reggae music. And this competition embodies great stars who took part in it, like the great Bob Marley with the Cup of Tea song, and Eric Donaldson, Oh Cherry Oh Baby, 5446 by Toots and the Maytals. So it's a foundation for even young budding artists, and I took upon it the opportunity after being advised by management, and then I wrote a song called Everything Turn Up, because turn up is the talk in Jamaica, like when everybody say gas bill turn up, house rent turn up, you know. So I flipped it in a positive way to compliment the efforts of every Jamaican in trying to make Jamaica the paradise it is.
How would you define reggae?
Reggae, it's a medium which I know for a fact from the foundation that was used to express the inner feeling of the oppressed, the poor, the have-nots. It was like a forum where you can speak how you feel about injustice, you know. Where truth is concerned, reggae music was the medium that brought message to the people, like it was like the poor people newspaper at the time. And me merging into reggae now, it's to even strengthen and continue that same path, because reggae today is not the reggae of yesterday. But the reggae of yesterday is still there, and there are great artists like myself, young artists up and coming, that never got the opportunity to present the, I will say, not to say the carbon copy, but the same energy of what was there before. But you find that if you don't have any big management, or you're not signed to a major, you will be hindered into reaching the maximum potential of your ability. So I say reggae music is a medium where message is always in that music. Today we may see a lot of contradiction because we're living in a modern world, and reggae have a lot of branches, dancehall and so forth. And I myself see reggae as a voice for the sufferers. You know, I say reggae music has helped me to know myself, because it has taught me knowledge of things I've never knew that I could have get in the regular syllabus in the school curriculums where you go. So reggae music opened my horizon. If I say reggae music is life, you know, it's a forum for you to express yourself, and keeping it clean. When I say keep it clean, message with music, or message in the music, because if you take away the message from reggae music, it's nothing at all, you know. So
you're from St. Vincent.
St. Vincent.
What do you think reggae sort of means for the whole Caribbean?
For the whole Caribbean, it means the same thing as it means for Jamaica. Even though we were exposed to calypso, you know, soca, predominantly reggae dominated. Reggae dominated because every Caribbean island have a reggae star every other month performing. So that means it's a breadbasket for the Caribbean region. Yeah, and it's even reggae music is what puts a lot of politicians into power. They use the music and they bring people to the ballot box. You know, so reggae now come as a gimmick too, because people themselves fall short because of material gain. They find themselves being subject to do things that they don't really want to do because they want to have a little financial gain to grow stronger. But if people like myself and others to come continue to use reggae for the true meaning it was created for, then everyone everywhere will be well informed. There will be more freedom fighters. There will be more people that will be seeking more equal rights and justice. There will be more forum for anyone to express themselves on any level where positivity and righteousness is concerned.
Great. Thanks.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.